This session is a summary of key points within Amendment 1 to BS 7671 2018. It should not be taken as an alternative or as a replacement for Amendment 1 or any other part of BS 7671. Introduced in February 2020, Amendment 1 is an amendment to Part 7 of BS 7671 2018, Section 722, Electric Vehicle Charging Installations. It does not apply to electric vehicle charging points that employ inductive charging or to mobility scooters and similar chargers for vehicles of 10 amps or less. All electric vehicle charging installations that are commenced on or after the 1st of August 2020 will need to comply with this amendment. There is a description within Amendment 1 inside definitions of the 4 different methods of connecting the electric vehicle to the fixed AC supply, known as charging modes. To summarise, these are: Mode 1, connection of the electric vehicle to the fixed AC supply via a socket outlet not exceeding 16 amps, using a cable with no control equipment. Although the cable and vehicle are protected by a 13 amp BS 1362 fuse, RCD protection cannot be guaranteed, especially when the vehicle is being charged away from its home location. Because of this, Mode 1 is now considered outdated and not recommended. Mode 2, connection of the electric vehicle to the fixed electrical AC supply using a BS 1363 domestic socket outlet incorporating a BS 1362 fuse or a BSEN 60309-2 industrial plug and socket outlet. The cable connecting the vehicle to the electrical supply incorporates an in-cable control and protection device, an ICCPD, along its length, which provides RCD protection downstream of the unit. Regular vehicle charging at home should only be carried out using a dedicated EV circuit, which will often be limited to 1.4 kilowatts to 2.3 kilowatts, which is 6 to 10 amps. Occasional charging from a non-dedicated circuit is acceptable. Mode 3 uses dedicated electric vehicle supply equipment, EVSE, which is also referred to as a charging unit. It has a permanent dedicated AC supply, usually 3.7 kilowatt, 16 amp or 7.2 kilowatt 32 amps, with all of the charging controls housed within this unit. The charger unit can either have a socket outlet built into it to plug in the EV cable or can have a fixed tethered cable with a suitable vehicle connector at the other end. Larger 3-phase Mode 3 charging points are usually found in commercial and public settings and can have a larger rating of 11 kilowatt, 22 kilowatt or 43 kilowatt. It's worth noting that it's the vehicle's charging control equipment that controls the vehicle's charging current. So, even with a larger charging supply capacity, for example 7.2 kilowatts, 32 amps, the vehicle may be restricted to 10 amps when using an AC supply. Mode 4 uses larger, normally floor or wall mounted electric vehicle supply equipment, which has a permanent connection to the AC supply, with DC supplied directly to the vehicle. This means that the vehicle's onboard charger unit is not required and a larger charging current can be used to charge the vehicle. This could be capable of charging a vehicle to 80% in as little as 15 minutes. These high current Mode 4 chargers are common at motorway service areas and are becoming more common on petrol station forecourts. Note, in charging modes 3 and 4, an electrical or mechanical system shall be provided to prevent the plugging or unplugging of the plug unless the socket outlet or the vehicle connector has been switched off